Welcome, dear listener, to WhisperVale, where stories speak softly and every word carries a small light of hope. Tonight, a story is for anyone standing at a crossroads, wondering if it's time to leave a job, start something new, or chase a dream that feels too big. This is a story about courage and patience, about learning before you leap. It's called 7 Lessons to Learn Before You Leap. So settle in, take a slow, deep breath, and let the story unfold like morning sunlight over quiet hills. The tale begins. In a quiet town surrounded by soft, golden fields lived Arin, a young man with tired eyes and hopeful dreams. He worked in a small stationery shop that smelled of fresh paper and ink. Every day, he served customers, arranged books, and watched the world pass by outside the window. But deep inside, a voice kept whispering, "There's more waiting for you, Arin. You're meant for something of your own." He imagined having his own shop, a place full of colors, notebooks, and creativity. But every time he thought of leaving his job, fear whispered louder, "What if you fail? What if you're not ready?" The mentor's visit, one evening, as the sun sank behind the hills, the shop's bell chimed softly. A familiar figure entered, Mr. Saad, Arin's old teacher. He was older now, with silver hair and eyes that still carried warmth and calm. He looked at Arin and smiled. "You're still dreaming, aren't you?" Arin laughed nervously. "Yes, but dreaming is easier than doing." "True," said Mr. Saad, "but before you do, you must learn." "I once leapt without learning, and I nearly lost everything. Let me share with you 7 lessons that I learned, lessons that will help you when you're ready to begin." Arin nodded, eager and a little afraid. Lesson 1. Know why you move, Mr. Said said softly. Don't leave your job just because you dislike it. Leave because you found something that gives you life. Arin realized he wasn't trying to escape his boss or the routine. He wanted to create a space where people felt inspired, a place that would bring meaning to his days. When you know why you move, your heart becomes your compass. Lesson 2. Learn before you leap. Every dream has a language, said Mr. Saad. Learn it before you try to speak it. Arin started studying after work. He learned about paper quality, product pricing, and customer service. He even helped the local supplier on weekends to understand how the business truly worked. He wasn't earning more, but he was growing wiser. Lesson 3. Save before you spend, Mr. Saad smiled knowingly. Freedom costs money. Save not just for comfort, but for stability. So Arin stopped spending on little things. He made coffee at home, walked instead of taking the bus, and set aside a small envelope each week labeled "My Dream." Months later, it began to grow, not large, but enough to give him hope. Lesson 4. Failure is a teacher, not an enemy. After months of learning, Arin decided to try. He designed his own notebooks and brought them to the weekend market, but by evening, only 2 were sold. Disappointed, he told Mr. Saad, "Maybe I'm not made for business." His mentor smiled. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the path to it. So Arin listened to feedback, changed his design, and tried again. The next week, he sold 10. Lesson 5. Don't walk alone. You can dream alone, said Mr. Saad, but you build together. Arin began talking to others, an artist who helped him make beautiful covers, a friend who taught him how to sell online, and a neighbor who knew bookkeeping. Each person added a piece of strength to his dream. He realized collaboration was not weakness, it was growth shared among hearts. Lesson 6. Balance courage and patience. There were days when Arin wanted to quit his job and dive into business completely. But Mr. Saad reminded him, a wise leap begins from solid ground. Prepare before you jump. So Arin kept both worlds alive, working his job by day and building his dream by night. It was tiring, but it taught him endurance, discipline, and faith. Lesson 7. Keep your heart kind. Finally, after 3 long years, Arin opened his own small stationery shop. It was simple: shelves of notebooks, a small counter, and a window full of light. He made sure every customer felt welcome. He offered discounts to students, smiled at strangers, and gave free notebooks to children who loved to write. Success, he said softly one morning, isn't just about earning money. It's about giving something good back. The circle of wisdom. Years later, Arin's shop became known across the town. People loved it not because it was the biggest or fanciest, but because it was honest, warm, and human. One afternoon, a young woman visited him. She looked nervous, holding a notebook to her chest. "I want to start my own shop too," she said shyly. "But I'm scared." Arin smiled, the same way Mr. Sade once smiled at him. He handed her a piece of paper with 7 short sentences written on it. At the top, in gentle handwriting, it said, "7 lessons to learn before you leap." What we learn from this tale: this story reminds us that dreams are not built in a hurry. Before we make big changes, before we leave a job, chase a dream, or start a business, we must first grow into the person who can handle it. Remember, don't just move, know why you're moving. Learn before you act. Save before you spend. Let failure teach you. Ask for help. We rise faster when we rise together. Be brave but patient, and no matter what, stay kind. Because success isn't about reaching the top fast, it's about climbing with wisdom, patience, and heart. Thank you for listening, dear soul, to WhisperVale, where every story whispers a truth meant just for you. If this tale touched your heart, remember to subscribe and stay with us for more gentle stories, stories that help you breathe, reflect, and grow. Until next time, keep learning, keep dreaming, and may your steps be guided by quiet courage. WhisperVale, soft stories for peaceful hearts.